Felipe de la Cruz is a man from Mexico City who received a call by his worried/panicked son calling to say that he was about to get arrested with some friends. Afterwards, he and his friends were beaten, and 3 were unfortunately killed. It is believed that these 3 same federal police officers who committed the atrocity kidnapped 43 different students, which only some of the discovered bodies have been identified. These kids were murdered and tortured, which is against their human right, listed in Article 5 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. A very common issue in the country of Mexico is the corrupted police officers, known as federales, who have no consideration for common morals and integrity. The thousands of people protesting in Mexico City are scared and massively affected by what has happened in their hometown. These people have demanded action, which has still not been taken, and they have burnt government facilities and shot off fireworks and Molotov cocktails in stand against the unjust state it is in. The situation has impacted many families by installing fear into their hearts, like a man found in the squad, Alma Hernandez, states, "I'm here because I don't want anything like that to happen to my daughter." The government has not done anything. There has been nothing found on the matter because of there being absolutely no sign of government recognition. The protests and riots have honestly done nothing to their government recognition towards the subject. As a matter of fact, the only rule against torture in the Mexican government is in their constitution, which was ratified in 1917 under Article 22, stating punishment by mutilation and infamy, branding, flogging, beating with sticks, torture of any kind, excessive fines, confiscation of property, and any other unusual or extreme penalties are prohibited. Most of the situations where their human right is violated is when the suspected criminal is being detained or when being handed over to prosecutors at illegal sites. These sites will usually contain a series of fairly standard methods such as waterboarding, electric shocking, and sexual torture. This issue has always been around, but mostly became a problem when the drug/gang problem had started to spiral out of control for several years, while police officers could not continue to try and keep up with the aspiring amount of crime in the country. It has been common for people to donate to Amnesty International, which helps fund the prevention of inhumane punishments and to torture occurring in other countries. The UN has also taken action by creating a convention in 1984 where 155 states have agreed on the convention stating that they agree not to violate this basic right. These actions do not seem to be doing very much because this act is all human-based and quite unpredictable. This is so because Amnesty International has been keeping up to date with 142 of those which have agreed, and it was found that 141 countries from every region of the world has been reported for torture in the last 5 years. Crime is a thriving subject in the country of Mexico, but simply because that statement is true does not mean that the police of the country can simply take charge and try to stop it themselves by deciding what it is they are doing now. A stable government would first need to be accomplished anything positive. It is believed by many that this nation should increase its hiring standards and have background checks and yearly evaluations of each officer. After they have the proper funding and proper government, with trusting and caring government officials/politicians. The reason it being so is due to the many occurrences of the police brutality and underground beating and meetings where terrible things happen. Quite like an occurrence that happened earlier this year, where witnesses claim that 12 police were extrajudicially executed. This itself, not already being bad enough, also occurred while 2 of the 3 other survivals, where they were beaten, suffocated, and threatened sexually until they were confessed and what they had committed a murder instead of the local military. Thank you.